Good morning, YouTube. Today, we're going to install a FabSpeed exhaust on this Ferrari F430.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan. This is my garage, and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience, buying and selling them, maintaining them, DIY work on them, and today we're going to continue on with the last of the Project F430. So this is the last thing that's going to happen to it before it gets shipped out. So when I sold this car, I said, hey, whoever buys this car, if they want me to install an exhaust or do some modifications before it ships out, let me know and we can figure something out. Well, the new owner, Josh, said, hey, I would love to have a full FabSpeed exhaust. So we worked some magic. FabSpeed came through, and now we have an amazing full FabSpeed exhaust that's going to be in this car. So everything from the headers to the tailpipes and everything in between is going to be FabSpeed, and it's going to sound, yeah, very, very, very good. It's going to be so sweet. So we need to get the old exhaust out of there and get this new exhaust in there, and it shouldn't be too hard, but there was one snag, so I don't want this to happen to you guys. We had a slight problem. So before I show you the problem, let me show you this new FabSpeed exhaust. So first of all, Josh opted for the carbon fiber tips. Those look pretty badass. The cat deletes right here, those look incredible. The welding on them is just perfect. And then of course we have the actual exhaust itself with an X-pipe and these valves. So it is a valved exhaust, so it can be a little bit quieter when necessary. So here's the problem that we ran into. This actually does not have the normal factory exhaust. This has the factory authorized sport exhaust. It uses a totally different mounting system than the factory exhaust. So the sport exhaust has this weird crossbar and these mounts on the side. The factory exhaust has these mounts that go on the transmission and kind of stick up and hold the exhaust from the bottom. So we don't have any of those parts. So I got FabSpeed to send those out to me, and they should be here tomorrow. So if you need a FabSpeed exhaust, they make them for tons of cars, not just Ferraris. They make them for a lot of different brands, and also they make a lot more than just exhaust. So go check out their website, fabspeed.com, and use the code NGS10. You're gonna get hooked up with 10% off your order. Lots and lots of good stuff there. So we're gonna start off by getting the car up in the air, removing the tray, as you do on pretty much everything in these Ferraris. So we're gonna remove the bottom tray, get the diffuser out of there, and then we can start yanking out this old exhaust. So before we put the car up in the air, I'm gonna make my life easier and start disconnecting stuff from the top. So I'm gonna disconnect all of these mounting brackets, all that hardware. I already got the O2 sensors out of the way. We're also gonna loosen up the bolts on the flange that connects the catalytic converters to the headers, so that way we don't have to, again, do that from once the car is up in the air, because then it makes it much more difficult. Okay, we got most of the mounting hardware off. We can't get these off until we get the bottom panels off, just because I can't get a wrench in there very easily. So now we're gonna get the car up in the air and remove the bottom tray and the diffuser, and we should have pretty good access. The thing I don't know yet is we might have to pull the bumper in order to have it clear the exhaust pipes. I'm hoping we don't have to. All right, got the car up in the air. I need to crawl under and take off the under tray. I'm just gonna get it out of there because you guys have seen me do this like 100 times. By the way, we got the shop dog, Mo. What are you doing, Mo? What are you doing? Hey, what is that? Hey, what do you have? Get it here. Drop it. Hey, come back here. What do you have? Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. You're not helpful. All right, we're gonna try and unbolt the catalytic converter from the headers. Alright, we gotta disconnect the catalytic converter, so gotta loosen up this bracket. Oh, sounds tight. Oh, the head came off. Well, that's not good. Let me try the other one. Alright, so I had it loose enough on that bracket where I just kind of beat it with a hammer and it shook loose. So now I gotta try and separate the catalytic converter from the muffler, and then theoretically we can actually start getting this thing out of here. Well, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. Yes. That wasn't too terrible. this one's coming much easier. Woo-hoo. Sweet victory. Taking a look at this, first of all, they're ugly, and second of all, that's a lot of weight. And then look how beautiful this is. Polished stainless, and this weighs like nothing. These weigh basically nothing. Yeah, we're gonna save a ton of weight, and it looks better, and it's gonna sound much better. Okay, since I don't have the mounting brackets for the exhaust that's coming in tomorrow, the last thing I'm gonna do tonight is put in the test pipes. So we're gonna leave them loose though, because we might have to like rotate them a bit to get everything aligned correctly. So I'm just gonna get it in there so it's just snug and I can still move it. And we might even connect the O2 sensor. As you can see, there's the bung at the back of that. All right, you can see we got the test pipes in. So that's all we can get to tonight. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll finish up this exhaust, and then of course we're gonna fire it up. And then best of all, we're gonna compare what it sounds like to the 458.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. We are back to work on the 430. It is the next day, and I have my FabSpeed mounting brackets. Yes, so you can see these are really cool. They got some nice FabSpeed logos on it. It says 430 and obviously R for the right hand side. The other one says L for the left hand side. So we're gonna get these mounted in, and then we're gonna finish up this exhaust, and then we're gonna fire up this sucker and hear what it sounds like. It should be a pretty good day. Shop Dog Mo has already assumed the position for the day.
Oh yes, it's gonna be a long day, Mr. Mo, isn't it? Yeah, that's a rough life you got. Doing a whole lot of nothing.
There's the back of the transmission. You can see that's how they're gonna be mounted. All right, we got the mounts on both left and right sides. You can see there's where the exhaust will actually sit. So now we just gotta start connecting up all the pieces. So I assume we kind of get the piece that kind of goes over there first, and then we'll attach the X pipe up on top. Okay, so we got the pipe in, we got the tips on. Nothing's tightened down yet. We don't have the X pipe on because we need to get that side first. So let's get that side on, and then we'll kind of button it all up. So we got the X pipe in, it's bolted down, and now all we need to do is clamp everything down and then align the tips. This is actually really easy. I think partly because it's so much lighter. All right, the exhaust is in, so we just need to get the under tray and diffuser on, and then we can fire it up. All right, we're finally done with this car. We're gonna start up, and oh my God, we're gonna have it done. And it's gonna be out of the garage tomorrow, so the shipping company is actually coming to get it tomorrow. The never-ending 430 will finally be gone. All right, so let's start up in a minute. I'm gonna get cleaned up. Yeah, just look how sweet that looks in there. It's an awesome piece. It does make this look so much cooler in here.
Tomorrow for sure.
Good morning, YouTube. It is the next morning, and we're gonna start out this F430, and better yet, this car's gonna be gone as of today. So yes, I've been working on this thing for quite a while. It is finally gonna be ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fire it up and see how many decibels it makes on a cold start. Then we're gonna rev it up once it gets warmed up and take it out for a quick test drive, make sure everything's good to go. And I'm also gonna take and show you some old clips of the 458 so that you can hear the difference in sound between the S-Line on the 458 and the FabSpeed on the F430. Speaking of which, if you want a FabSpeed exhaust, go to fabspeed.com, use the code NGS10. They're gonna hook you up with 10% off. They are amazing, good stuff, high quality parts. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hear this thing, so let's start it. Ooh, 113 decibels. On the cold start, it's pretty loud. We're gonna let it warm up, and then we're gonna rev it and take it out for a quick spin and make sure everything's good to go. I also wanted to show you, now that it's been tuned, you can see no check engine light. We are ready to roll. It passes quality control. It drives nicely. No fires. Oh, I gotta grab my fire extinguisher out of it. Hold on. Yeah, we were being a little bit more precautious this time. By the way, if you need a little fire extinguisher, go to elementfire.com. Use the code NGS10 and get 10% off. This little sucker lasts 50 seconds versus that big thing only lasts 15.
Let it burn a little bit.
Whoa, that caught on fire fast.
Yeah, paper
Ready?
burns quickly.
Wow. And this won't damage your paint because it doesn't put out any residue. Well, that's gonna wrap up the F430 saga. So obviously now that it's sold and it's gonna be out of here in about an hour, I'm gonna show you guys all the details about how much it costs and all the money we spent on it and all that sort of stuff. So that will be in another video, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna be doing a ton of car stuff, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet.